In this tutorial, we are going to paint a curious tabby cat quietly watching a butterfly. Even though the cat looks detailed, it is built from a few simple shapes and stripes. If you enjoy painting animals with watercolors, this is a fun project to try. I start by wetting the paper multiple times so it can stay damp for a longer period of time because we are going to use the wet on wet technique to paint the cat. You can see a slight dip in the middle of the paper, so I tilt the board to check for any excess water. A small amount of water has collected near the masking tape, so I remove it using a tissue paper. Once there is no movement of water and the glossy shine on the paper starts to reduce, this is the stage I begin painting the cat. I'm using a medium value of gray mix that I already prepared on my palette. You can simply use Payne's Gray to paint the cat. I first paint a bean shape for the body. Then I add the upper legs and tail and a diamond shape for the head. Next, using a darker value of the same gray mix, I begin adding the stripes on the cat. Rather than worrying about placing every stripes perfectly, I focus on the overall direction and flow of those stripes. I'm sharing the reference image here so you can easily follow along and place the stripes in the correct areas. This painting is the third part of my watercolor cat series. In my previous videos, I went into much more detail about paper dampness, timing, and wet on wet technique and also wet on dry technique. If you haven't watched those videos yet, I highly recommend starting there as they cover the core concepts in greater depth. This video is more of a practice session where we apply those same techniques to a different cat pose. After painting these stripes, I allow the paper to dry completely. Once the paper is dry, I begin adding the details with the wet on dry technique. First, I draw the ears and the shape of the face. Then I fill the face area with a gray value that matches the neck area that we already painted with the wet on wet technique. This helps the face blend naturally with the rest of the cat instead of looking like a separate piece. I'm also leaving a small white area for the muzzle. Using a clean damp brush, I feather the edges so they blend naturally into the previously painted area. Now I'm painting the front leg. In the reference image, the front leg is positioned a little differently, but here I'm doing my own version. If you are comfortable drawing from the reference image, just follow it exactly as it appears. For the legs on the other side of the cat, I use slightly lighter values. This creates a sense that those legs are little away from us. Using a lighter value of the pigment, I paint the ear on the other side, and also I'm adding the shadow underneath the cat. Using a darker value of gray, I paint the shadow where the paw connects with the ground. And using the same darker value, I paint the eye and some whiskers. Finally, I paint a small butterfly that catches the cat's attention and also the viewer's attention. Thank you for watching the video till the end. See you in another video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.